Okay, let's try this again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube, and today is Thursday, July 28th. So I sat down to try to film this about 10 minutes ago, and the internet was out. And then my dad called. Well, I haven't talked to my dad in almost 2 weeks because he was on vacation, and then I went to the retreat, so talked to him for a few minutes. Okay. I did do some stitching yesterday. So I'm trying to adjust this. Okay. I got my glasses in yesterday. So the glasses were from Pain. Every pair of glasses comes with this hard case and a chamois thing inside. So these are my glasses for distance. Now, they're pretty good. Like, I can wear them while I'm on the computer. So they look like that. See the side? I really like the side. So I like these very much. I like the rectangular lenses more. And so that's what I chose when I went in there. So yeah, I mean, I can wear these just fine. I haven't been wearing glasses on the computer. So I may try to wear these today. We'll see. I haven't been having issue. But those are more like for driving. But if I wanted to wear them all the time, I could, because like I said, they're good for distance. Now, these are my readers. And remember, so there's the side. The doctor said, and these readers do work well. I wore them last night when I stitched. And I have to have them down here because if I'm watching something, it's way too blurry if I have them like up here. Actually, that doesn't look very blurry. But it's because it's close up. But I try to keep them down here. But these do not feel any different than the $400 glasses I previously had. I paid for all three, and these are sunglasses I'm going to show you. For all three glasses plus shipping, I paid $72. And I just ordered them. I mean, I just had my eye appointment last Monday, and I came home and ordered the glasses that day. So it took just a little bit over a week, which I messaged my mom because she was the one that told me about the place. And she was like, wow, that was really quick. So here are the sunglasses. Now, these aren't prescription. I could have gotten prescription sunglasses, but I was like, no, I wanted a different pair of sunglasses. I really like these. Woo! Mm-hmm. Really like them. And they're comfortable. The previous pair of sunglasses I had, I got from Amazon for like $7. And they hurt the side of my head. Like they were too tight. This was really thick, this part. So what's nice is too, is now I have a case. Put this in my purse. Good to go. So, loving the glasses. Yeah. So I'm actually going to wear my readers, I think, for the rest of the video so I can, because I'm going to read you a little story by Geneen Roth. So, stitching. I worked on my mermaid last night. I actually stitched quite a bit. I stitched before bed because I got done work at about 2:45. And then I stitched to bedtime. So this is Wild Violet Cross Stitch Mermaid and Ocean Friends. Now, if you subscribe to her newsletter, this pattern was free. I got it for free. The link down below in the description box is for her website, and it's $5 on there. Now, normally, even when you go to like download this as a free pattern, she will ask for a donation, and I'm going to be completely transparent. 9 times out of 10, I will donate. Like when I bought her stained glass Valentine one, I donated. This time I didn't. I just took it for free. So I am stitching it on white perforated paper, 18 count. Let me show you what I have done. It's looking very cute. It only has 3 colors. I'm all for that. Isn't it so cute? That's part of the mermaid. I almost considered stitching the brown color in like Petite Treasure braid, but then I'm like, well, There's like fish and a seahorse and stuff, so I'm going to keep it. But isn't it just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I can't with it. So there's a bottom part of the mermaid that's like the rest of her tail, but I just wanted to stitch a different color, so I decided to do part of the blue. I can't wait to get the little enamel dots. The stuff I ordered from scrapbook.com will be here today and tomorrow. So very excited to see that and see if the dots are that small. Someone had a really good idea. I think it was Dina. She said, could you glue diamonds from diamond painting? That's a good idea. I may have to consider that because they're pretty small. So if the enamel dots aren't small enough, we're going to see. But isn't it looking so good? Very pleased. Love that. And, you know, I think I had 2 more projects that I've already kitted up that I'm going to do those next. The heart that looks like a Carolyn Manning design. And then my birthstone is a coffee bean pattern, which I really love that one. Okay. So, yeah, work has been good this week. And my boss actually turned something in very early this morning, which very happy about that. Maybe she is turning over a new leaf. I've had a different approach with her for a while now as far as getting things, communicating with her. It's made a difference. So there's always hope, right? All right, so we're going to do the unfuck yourself entry. Hold on one second. Okay, that was Bill calling. And I'm telling you what, every time he gets on the phone with me, one of his coworkers is like talking very loudly in the background, or they're screaming, which, how rude, right? Usually he'll go outside to talk to me, but they get really poor cell phone service there, so he has to call me like on the landline, and he can't call me from the landline outside. So, okay. So talk to him, talk to everybody now. So the unfuck yourself entry for today says, if you don't get what you need in a relationship, maybe it's time to look at what you're bringing into it. You know, I always like to say, people that are trying to, are unhappy in relationships or anything in life, a job, that's another good one. Wherever you go, there you are. You're taking yourself wherever you go. So what's the common denominator here? You. Yeah. Okay, so instead of doing a small miracle story today, I wanted to read Geneen Roth's most recent blog post. So I follow her on Facebook, and I absolutely love her writing. And the article that she did just yesterday is called Come Home to Yourself. When I first heard the Buddhist description of hungry ghosts, beings with stomachs as big as caves and throats as narrow as pins, I was positive I was going straight to hell as a hungry ghost. After all, this was an exact description of my experience with food. And not just with food, but also with life. Okay, she is a speaker on accepting yourself. She wrote a couple books about weight loss. She has lost 50 pounds, finally just kicked it, and has kept it off for many, many years. She's like a motivational speaker now. After years of being haunted by this image, I think I figured out what the hunger is about. It's about missing my own life. It's about having food, both physical and emotional, right there, and not being able to taste it because my attention is somewhere else. We're all walking around hungry for an elusive something, and we're missing the very thing that could fill us, showing up, being present in our own lives. My friend James, a frequent curmudgeon, an always successful businessman, recently told me he was amazed to realize that when he was lifting his foot and was actually aware of lifting it, he was completely happy. He said, I know this sounds odd, but I feel the kind of happy I only thought I could be if the deal I am working on were to come through next week. I mean, the kind of happy that gives happiness its good name. James was talking about showing up for his own life, feeling alive. When he is aware of his everyday movements, he felt that all of him was living his life, instead of his mind being off planning his next meeting while his body was walking, riding in the car, or climbing stairs. James was talking about a quality that we already have because we are born with it. It is called presence being, body, mind, and soul, where you are and feeling it. Yeah, so presence, it's called presence, being where you are and feeling it. So every day we open our eyes, get out of bed, eat breakfast, brush our teeth, talk to our families, do our work. And most of the time, our minds are somewhere else. When we get out of bed, we are thinking about something we should have done yesterday. When we talk to our children, we are thinking about the phone call we need to make. When we walk to the bathroom, we are thinking about the chocolate we shouldn't have eaten, or want to eat, or are going to eat, or how great our lives are going to be when we lose weight or get a promotion or fall in love. We spend our lives each day, in every moment, thinking about what we already did or are going to do, and we completely miss what we are doing. It's like eating a fabulous meal while talking on the phone and watching TV. The meal ends and you haven't tasted a thing because your attention was elsewhere. This lack of attention leads to a tremendous spiritual hunger that we can't quite name. We get fooled into thinking that it's about something we don't have yet, when it's really something that is unfolding minute by minute right in front of our eyes. We keep believing that if we go after the next big thing, the job, the car, the house, the perfect sweater, the hunger will be filled. And yet over and over, we find that filling the hunger isn't about acquiring more things. It's about noticing what we already have and already are. When I talk about presence in my classes, students give me suspicious stares. She also does retreats that I've been really curious about. Some decide that they don't like me and want their money back. Presence sounds dumb. Come on, Geneen, you make it sound so simple. What about my lousy relationship or the fact that I have 3 kids under the age of 5 and not 1 second for myself the entire day? How can I be present in my life as it is if that life makes me unhappy? Good question, I say, and it is. Excuse me. So in the beginning, practicing presence needs to stay very simple. You start like James, by feeling alive in your arms and legs. The reason that living in your body is quite helpful is because the alternative, living in your mind, can drive you insane. There is no particular pattern to your thoughts. In a split second, they zing crazily from the time you fell from your swing when you were 6 to what you were going to say to the person who insulted you yesterday. And she hit the nail on the head with that, right? I mean, we have probably thousands of thoughts in a day. Wait a minute, hold on. That was Bill again. Something wrong with his gun permit application that we have to fix when he gets home. Okay. Can I get through this, please? Okay, so if you try to follow your thoughts, you get lost in fantasies, resentments, and anticipated disappointments. There is no ground, nothing solid to hold on to, no way of bringing yourself back to what you are doing now this very second. You get to the end of a day or the end of your life, and you wonder where you've been. And the answer is lost in thought. In the morning, before you get out of bed, focus your attention on your right foot, feeling your toes, your ankles, the back of your foot, your arch. Then begin sensing your calf, your shin, your knees. Continue moving all the way up through your right hip and then focus on your right hand, fingers, wrist, and elbow. When you get to the shoulder, move across to your left shoulder and down this arm to your hand, then go from the left hip to the left foot. This should take about 5 minutes. During the day, every time you remember, sense your arms and legs again just for a few seconds. She said, I do this about 100 times a day. This will help you land in your body and bring your mind back to the present moment. It will give you a kind of mountain solid feeling. When you are present, nothing is missing. Time seems to stretch. And the reason it does is because it's our thoughts, our crowded, worried minds that make us feel so rushed. When you are present, a day seems like a week, a month like a year. Presence enables you to see that this body, your home, the place you've spent years trying to change, is a pretty cool place to be. And you know, I thought about cross stitch. When I read this post last night, I was stitching. And for me, most of the time, stitching is one of those things where it's kind of a Zen moment, right? Where I concentrate on the needle and pulling the floss through the paper, putting it back down, cutting the end, blah, all of that. And I think I stitched for an hour and a half or something. My mind is empty of everything else besides doing that. So yeah, I love that blog post so much because I feel like I can definitely resonate with it, that, you know, my whole life I'm trying to lose weight, have the perfect hair or makeup or clothing or all of that, when you are totally missing your body in its current best state. Like, I try to think back to when I was in my 20s, and, you know, I've always had really good skin, and I can't remember what, I didn't appreciate it enough then. I know I didn't. Yeah. So just take a minute, appreciate what you have, be present. It can matter, and it's a habit. It's a habit that you wind up cultivating, right? Okay, so I'm going to end this so I can try to eat some breakfast, get this uploaded. I have laundry to fold still. I hope you guys are all having a great Thursday. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.